displaying the glory of God's creation by visiting every state park, national park, and national forest in the contiguous 48 states. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave the Parker. First hole, 147 feet. The first tee is right near the entrance to the parking lot. The first hole plays over a steep ravine. That ravine was too steep for me to walk through, so I walked around the road to the left. And so we'll rejoin the video when we get close to the basket. You can see the hill is still very steep once we get close to the basket. The first hole is also a heavily wooded hole. There's the view back to the tee from behind the first basket. You can see how tight and steep that first hole is. Second hole is 192 feet, and it's a par 3. Every hole on this course is a par 3. It's slightly uphill and very open, unlike the first hole. I do want to welcome you back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave the Parker. There's the second basket. There's some dense woods to the back there. And there is the view back to the tee from behind the second basket. Third hole is 246 feet. It's a par 3. It plays slightly uphill through a power line corridor. There's some dense woods to the right. That was also the park entrance road that we crossed there at the beginning, so you have to check for cars before you throw. The basket is off to the right here, right by the edge of the woods. And there's the view from behind the basket back to the third tee. Fourth hole, 222 feet. It's a par 3. All of the holes on this course are a par 3. We are at Bobby Brown Park. We are east of Elberton, Georgia, right up against the South Carolina state line. I shot this video on Friday, January the 6th, 2023, and the temperature here was 55 degrees at that time. I added the narration later. There's the fourth basket. And there's the view back to the tee from behind the fourth basket. Hole number 5, 201 feet. This is a side hill hole and slightly uphill, but mainly side hill with a strong left to right cross slope. Every hole on this course plays less than 250 feet long. And the first and last holes are fairly exciting with quite a bit of elevation change. All of the other holes, honestly, are rather boring and play through this fairly open area that you've seen on the past couple of holes. That's the fifth basket. And there's the view back to the tee from behind the fifth basket. Sixth hole is 171 feet. The sixth tee is located uphill and to the left from the fifth basket. And this hole is a downhill hole through more of the same lightly wooded area that the last few holes have played through. That's the sixth basket right up ahead. There's a fairly steep downslope behind the basket here, so you don't want to overshoot. You could end up down on the park road down there. There's the view back to the tee from behind the sixth basket. Seventh hole is 174 feet, and it's essentially the inverse of the sixth hole. It plays back up the hill. There is some fairly dense woods off to the right, but there's plenty of room off to the left, so just don't try to cut off too much of the slight dogleg right, and the woods over there shouldn't be a problem. There's the seventh basket, and there's the view back to the tee from behind the seventh basket. Eighth hole kind of heads into the woods. It's 177 feet, and it's slightly downhill, but you can see there are dense woods on either side here. Kind of the only hole on this course that plays through the woods. Very straight hole and slightly downhill. The ninth tee is back that little path there behind the basket. Ninth and final hole on this course. It is 243 feet, but it plays sharply downhill. And it is a fairly densely wooded hole. And it's a very steep hill, and so therefore, rather than try to walk down the hill with the camera, I actually walked all the way around to the left and this is the view from right in front of the basket. There's also a small creek down right behind us from this view. Since this is the last hole, I do want to thank you for watching. Parking full-time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. If you like this sort of thing, please click the thumbs up button. If you're new, please click the subscribe button. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Take care, and Lord bless.